Here we are, and welcome back to the Yes Functional Longevity Podcast. We give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Good afternoon. My name is Chris Board, a best-selling author of Get Stronger, Live Longer: The Expert's Guide to Strength Training for Longevity, and owner of Y.E.S Fitness. And I would first like to thank you for taking a few minutes from your busy schedule to listen to what I have to say today. I think it's some real important information and some information that doesn't cost any money to do. It's easy to do, and it can help you and others live longer, healthier lives. But a little bit of housekeeping, real quick. We are closed on the 26th to celebrate the holiday. We're open on the 24th, Christmas Eve, for our amazing race. We're still taking participants for that. If you're interested, a little competition to see who are the fittest people at Y.E.S Fitness. Friends and family are welcome. And you can get this broadcast wherever you get your podcasts, on Spotify, Apple, wherever. And if you're ever interested in a transcript or just some notes on this broadcast, you can head on over to yesfitnessct.com, scroll down to the bottom of the page where you see podcasts, click on that link, and you can get the information to any one of our 226 episodes. So let's get right into it. I know everybody's busy. I just want to take a few minutes of your time today to see if what I have to say inspires you to do something, shake your life in a different direction next year. So we've talked about this a little bit before. Strong social connections are linked to better physical and mental health, coping skills, sleep quality, and much more. And those people who research lifespan, health span, they say that relationships matter more than even genetics when it comes to aging well and living longer. Talked about this a few times. And at this time of the year, people are getting together for all kinds of events, families, friends, work, whatever other functions you might be involved in, maybe some charity things like the Lions Club. People just get together, having a good time, maybe rekindling old relationships. And those things really make a difference in how long we live. And over the past few decades, there's growing evidence shows people who are more socially connected live longer, and people who are more isolated or lonely are increased risk for early mortality. And we know some of this research comes from over the BYU psychologist, Professor Julianne Holt-Lundstad. We've cited her research before, and she just published a new study, just 2022, in the Annal Review of Public Health. And she just continues to talk about how research on social connections impacts longevity. And there's just a ton of proof of this. And through different measurements and methods, the answer is always the same. Relationship impact how well and how long people live. When you're depressed, when you don't have friends, when you're sitting home alone, you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, you're not moving, you're not making good decisions, you don't have a good mindset, and that all affects how long we live. And the more kinds of relationships people have, the more resources they have to draw upon for a variety of types of needs, whether it's a partner, whether it's just your friends, maybe it's people at the church, people at work, could be your neighbors, all can contribute to both mental and physical health. And his longitudinal evidence is especially strong that social relationships predict better physical health outcomes. And they have evidence that social connectedness is linked to immune functioning and to susceptibility to viruses and an ability to mount an effective immune response to vaccines, as well as health-related kinds of behaviors. So it's even good for your immune system. And let me give you a simple example how it can help. When we take a look at sleep, people who have good relationships sleep better. And we know what effects good sleep has on you. And those who feel lonely and isolated, they don't sleep as well. They have poor sleep. And sleep is very important for longevity. So, with January right around the corner and the holidays upon us, people getting together and people start to think about, okay, what are going to be my resolutions for next year? Maybe they want to strengthen their bodies. Maybe they want to resolve the fact of they want to eat a little better. They want to lose some weight. They want to quit smoking or drinking less, or they want to improve their health and longevity. And as it turns out, this strengthening your social relationships doesn't cost anything. And it may be worth your effort adding it into your New Year's resolution for your good health next year. Yes, we want to get to the gym. Yes, we want to lift weights so that we don't become frail and we can function better as we get older. It's on the list of the top 10 things, exercise. But social connections are really important. Social connections, social relationships not only give us pleasure, but they also influence our long term health in ways every bit as powerful as adequate sleep, just as powerful as a good diet or not smoking. Dozens of studies have shown that people who have satisfying relationships with families, friends, the community are happier and have fewer health problems and live longer. Everybody's in such a good mood this time of year, right? Because they're getting together with friends. They're looking forward to seeing people they haven't seen in a long time. They're looking forward to getting together with family they may not have seen for a long time, especially since we had the COVID disruption for a couple of years. But conversely, a lack of social ties is associated with depression and later life cognitive decline, as well as an increase in mortality. One study, which examined data from more than 300,000 people, found that lack of strong relationships increased the risk of premature death from all causes by 50%. I'm going to say that again. The lack of strong relationships increased the risk of premature death from all causes by 50%. An effect of mortality risk roughly comparable to smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. It's greater than obesity and greater than physical activity. That is how strong social relationships, social connections, this social well being is to your longevity. It's simple, it's easy, doesn't cost anything. Scientists believe that there are biological and behavioral factors that account for health benefits of connecting with others. Things like it helps relieve stress, harmful stress, which can adversely affect your coronary artery disease, your gut function, your immune system, insulin regulation, and that caring behaviors trigger this release of stress and reducing your hormones. Social support can mean a large range of activities, a lot of different ways to have social support. From like offers of help to advice of expression and of affection. Um, in addition, evidence suggests that life enhancing effects of social support to giver as well as a receiver. So not just you who is receiving it, the person that you're giving it to will also get benefit from this. So all of this is encouraging news because caregiving involvement with others may be one of the easiest and healthiest strategies to access. It's inexpensive. It's easy to do. It requires no special equipment. You don't have to go somewhere maybe necessarily. You don't have to buy anything. You just need to connect with people. And here's one thing to understand. The quality of the relationship matters. So for example, one study found that a midlife women who were in highly satisfying marriages in marital type relationships had a lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared with those in less satisfying marriages. And other studies have linked disappointing or negative interactions with family and friends with poor health. One intriguing line of research has found signs of reduced immunity in couples during especially hostile marital spats. So having a network of relationships is really important. We talked about that a second ago. There was a research study done in Sweden where they took a look at People ages 75 and over concluded that dementia risk was lower in those with a variety of satisfying contacts, friendships, and relationships. So, this time of the year, the holidays means family gatherings, getting together with friends, participating in special events, community, workplace stuff, maybe at church. And these occasions are an opportunity to check in with each other, exchange ideas, and perhaps lead to a supportive ear or shoulder. And so now is a good time to strengthen those ties and to think about how you're going to continue to strengthen those ties, not just time of the year, but year round. This is something that you want to do all the time because it's going to affect how long you live and how well you live. It's right there. So that's all I have for you today. I wanted to be quick because I know it's holiday season. People have a lot to do. They got to get to those events, got to get to see those people. So I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. I hope everyone gets to enjoy this holiday season with families and friends and be safe. And look for me next Tuesday for more information on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Thanks for watching.